Origin and history of name Sheoak or Sheoak, a Casuarina tree. In Wikipedia's Casuarinaceae article, and somewhat similarly in its Casuarina article, one finds the most widely used common name for Casuarinaceae species is Sheoak or Sheoak, a comparison of the timber quality with English oak. Other common names include ironwood, bull oak or buhl oak, and beefwood. Cox and Amp, Freeland say, the name Sheoak is derived from Native America sheik, beefwood. Unfortunately, Etymonline shows nothing on the etymology of sheik, sheoak, ironwood, bull oak, or beefwood. Questions. What are the actual origin and history of the name Sheoak or Sheoak? How is a comparison of the timber quality with English oak relevant to the name? Was there actually a Native American influence in forming the name of an Australian tree? And for extra points, explain why the Ngarrindjeri have a separate word, kula, for male Sheoak trees.
Q. What are the actual origin and history of the name Sheoak or Sheoak? This was likely named by the British Royal Navy, who sailed around and wrote early narratives of Australia. Ships of sail are in need of wood, so they used familiar names to help describe the trees they found. Sheoak was named after oak due to their similar timber texture. The name appears to have originated from Sydney. The narrative of a voyage of discovery by Lieutenant James Grant, 1803, and similarly by Grant, 1804. The trees we saw were in general what is termed Sheoak about Sydney. Lieutenant J.H. Tuckey's An Account of a Voyage to Establish a Colony at Port Phillip, 1805. The timber, within 5 miles of the beach, is chiefly the Sheoak, only fit for cabinet work. The other kinds of timber trees are very thinly scattered. Observations of the various kinds of timber found in New South Wales. From Tuckey's Voyage, 1805. New South Wales produces a great variety of timber trees, to some of which the colonists have given names descriptive of their qualities, and others they call by the names of those trees which they most resemble, either in leaf, in fruit, or in the texture of the wood. Among the former are the blue, red, and black-butted gums, stringy and ironbarks, turpentine and lightwood, and among the latter are the Sheoak, mahogany, cedar, box, honeysuckle, tea tree, pear tree, apple tree, and fig tree. These trees shed their bark annually at the fall of teak year, and are always in foliage, the new leaves forcing off the old ones. Q. How is a comparison of the timber quality with English oak relevant to the name? Many Casuarina trees have been given oak names, not due to their appearance, but their timber. Naturalist George Bennett's Wanderings in New South Wales, Batavia, Padir Coast, Singapore, Volume 1, 1834. The swamp oak, Casuarina pallidosa, bears much resemblance to the lush. I know not why this and other species of the Casuarina trees have received the colonial appellation of oaks, as forest oak, swamp oak, Sheoak, and Amp, as they have not the slightest resemblance to that tree in external character, unless the name may have been given from some similarity in the wood. Martin Montgomery's History of the British Colonies, 1835. Casuarina equisetifolia, Hostile Casuarina, or he and she oak. Monacia menandria, net. Art. Casuarinia. With leaves, or rather branchlets, hanging down in bundles, from 12 to 18 in length, like a long load of hair or horsetail. The wood is brittle, but makes very handsome furniture. Among the ornamental woods come lightwood, Sheoak or beef tree, honeysuckle, myrtle, and the cherry tree. Beefwood, Sheoak tree, Casuarina stricta, swamp oak tree, Casuarina pallidosa, forest oak tree, Casuarina torolosa. Q. Was there actually a Native American influence in forming the name of an Australian tree? The OED claims the American sheep connection is baseless, but William Mann repeated the claim in 1839. Casuarina torolosa, Sheoak. C. stricta, Heoak. C. tenuissima, marsh oak. The name of the first of these is said to be a corruption of sheik, the name of an American tree producing the beefwood, like our Sheoak. The second species has obtained the name of Heoak, in contradistinction of Sheoak. Q. And for extra points, Explain why Ngarrindjeri have a separate word, kula, for male Sheoak trees. This is really from Ngarrindjeri language and usage, but Diane Bell's Ngarrindjeri were in a world that is, was, and will be says. I've read about this tree in Tyndale, and much of it concerns sacred matters, which are not discussed openly. What can be said is that Tangi, the female Sheoak, marked with color and considered sacred, are distinguished from Kula, the male Sheoak tree.
The Oxford English Dictionary entry for Sheoak, N says. Forms, alpha 17 Sheoak, 18 Sheikh, beta 18 Sheoak, gamma quasinative name 18 Sheik, K, Shia, C, K, Sheik. Et etymology, C. Shepron. Compounds to E, compare Heoak, Hepron. 8b. There is no foundation for the allegation that the word is a corruption of an Australian Aboriginal or Tasmanian name. Another assertion, that it is a corruption of the name of an American tree, is also baseless. Austral. 1a. A tree of the genus Casuarina. B. Atrib. 2. Slang name for bear. Compounds 1. General atrib.she-oak bear n.c2. Sheoak net n, a safety net for sailors boarding ship, see quote. 1898. I've omitted the person's examples for the sake of wit soul. The proper citation for this entry is Sheoak, N. 2nd edition, 1989, online version December 2011. This URL, accessed 17 February 2012. Earlier version first published in New English Dictionary, 1914.
As Trist has pointed out, the OED definition of Sheoak is quite clear. In particular, it references entry 10.e for she, which says 10.e with names of plants. Compared to he, 8.b, see also Sheoak. Examples include 1575 Gascoigne Kenilworth WKS 1910-2 127 Mary. There are two kinds of holly, that is to say, he holly, and she holly. 1585 Huygens Junius Nomenclator 114 1 Abrotinum Mars. The he southernwood. A. Femina. The she southernwood, 1626, see he, 8.b. You can look this one up yourself, when you see he, 8.b, 1705 Beverly Hist. Virginia, 1722, 127 The other, looks shriveled, with a dent on the back of the grain, as if it had never come to perfection, and this they call she corn, 1756 P. Brown Jamaica 362 The she plants throw out their flowers separate, 1884 Sergeant Rep, Forests N. Amero. 210 Abies Frassery, Lindley, Balsam. She balsam star. 1898 E. Morris Austral Engel SV Beach, She Beach, Cryptocarya obovata, 1898 E. Morris Austral Engel SV Sheoak, SV Beach. The prefix she is used in Australia to indicate an inferiority of timber in respect of texture, color, or other character, e.g. she beech, she pine.
Yes, I was always told by my old Irish aunts that Sheoak's name came from the wailing sound the tree made when the wind blew through it. The wailing of the banshees.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.